And so, folks, live from the National Legislature here, where today possibly there will be an election for speakership of the House of Representatives to the 5th National Legislature. So, folks, we are here initially. You witnessed the arrival of former Speaker Kofa, who was in brawl with a dispute of removal. He just arrived, and according to him, he has come to be a part of the election. He's supporting Representative Musa Hassan Bete. So let's see.
The court has wanted to come down to say, well, since we said it, literally, he did not listen to us, he has remained the speaker. But then being the speaker now, come and take over to convene a forum and conduct the business. In the midst of that, he turned out in a resignation yesterday, and then today, they are talking about a fresh election. My point, like I said to you guys initially, you know very well that there was another bit of information also filed by the Kansas block. He said that, look, we did not accept any interference from the court. We as a mayor, we are telling you that the ruling you just came down with us, let's not even want re-argument. What has happened to that re-argument? In the action of that re-argument, we are talking about. But indeed, well, very well. All of those things are happening through Bible diplomacy. I believe Bible diplomacy in the name of the country, the interest of our country, so that we all can be.
So today the speakers.
Who do you think would be best? The names are few in terms of who wants to become the next speaker. The two still in the picture have Musa Bete and have the deputy speaker. So I mean, from your perspective, what do you think?
Is the deputy speaker contesting?
That has been proven and
So do you think Honorable Kun was impersonating?
Those are all for the boss story. There is a reaffirmation of what those are. There's the blood going to come out.
Do you think Honorable Kun was impersonating as speaker?
No, I don't think so. I just told you here that when they filed in the first bill of information, when they filed the bill of privation against them, that they should stop for another section, and it was denied. That's why I gave right to that election.
If you don't think so, why is it?
Election. So how can he perform? If they plain there is a high decision making value of the House of Representatives, so they come out and say there's a speaker. For the summer president come out and say there's a member.
Honorable Dake, the decision of Kun as speaker, the Honorable Supreme Court declared unconstitutional. How can you continue to rape Kun as speaker?
Let me tell you something. The Supreme Court has got a right to rule. Equally so, the Supreme Court has got some limitation when it comes to the coordination. The three branches of government work in a faction where nobody interferes. So you can't tell the House of Representatives on what to do by their law, by their rule. It is the very constitution that gave them right on Article 38 to draw their own rules and govern themselves. Right? And so now then I bring you back to the content. The very Supreme Court again, do you know that they are already attested to the re-argument petition that has been filed? So,
that's the right of the petitioner.
No, wait, yeah, that's the right. But the court should either say they don't accept it, they should reject it. But the fact that you attested to it, it means that it's still pending. So it means that everybody should have gone to start a court act. From the day that bill of argument was refiled, everybody should have gone to that is for anti, right? But nobody has done that. So what I'm telling you, gentlemen, you asking me about who's going to win, I am telling you, this is legislation for the bottom that's going on today. At the end of the day, the majority bloc want to manage their deals.
Now, Prince, I ain't talking about COCA participation in this election.
I need it. That's a total reform I call for. The 52nd merit, the 52nd law still running. I think there's a total reform of that entire law.
So, Honorable Dadia will represent the Summer COCA participating in the election?
Well, again, it brings us back to Article 38 that gave the House's right to formulate her own rules. We need to research the rules of the House, but as far as the public and myself very much concerned is that COCA has not been sworn in as a senator. He was just certified as a representative elect, and then he still enjoys confidence with the House of Representatives. I'm sure even a remittance in terms of salary and everything still remains here until he goes and be indoctrinated there through the Sunday today or whatsoever next week or next month, then of course you get no business here. But as far as it stands now, Coca still remains.
Let me ask you this last question from my end. Is there any plan to recontest in 2029?
Well, I don't know yet, but I just love the body politics of our country. It's not about me contesting as an individual. It is about our country. What our can contest to be a representative again, but I remain a political figure in this country that got a war. I'm a stakeholder that have not done anything.
You still want to come back here?
I love this place.
You still want to come back here?
If you bring me back tomorrow, I'll be waiting.
Are you going to come back 2029?
2029 is a day that we have not come.
Do you actually miss the House of Representatives?
Say that?
Do you actually miss the House of Representatives?
Yeah, at times, yeah. At times. The working of the house, yeah.
What exactly do you miss?
You miss? What are some of the things you miss?
The working of the house is very unique, specifically when you are doing it in the interest of the country. When some of us stood our ground, like the team of Councilor Konati stood their ground, people people went after in our electoral district and made us even lost election because they said we're very adamant and we didn't want to listen to them. But we were telling them that look, we wanted to be on the side of the law. So the law was the law yesterday, the law should be the law today.
Thanks for coming on with that. And so folks, we are here. We just spoke to former Maswara County Electoral District number 17 Representative Wele Mfani Dake. And so folks, we are here. We are here to bring you live happenings from the grounds of the National Legislature. As it is possible. It is possible.
You know, some of us are not well. You know, most of the disease around right now is contagious. So when you sit close to people, they breathe alone, you know, you can be affected by it. So I got in Texas to come to work. I had a good experience with it.
Were you able to take into consideration the transport fare too, since you rode?
Well, what I did was when I got down from the taxi, I gave the taxi driver $5,000 to pay for the other people on board because I sat with them. You know, I tried to explain what they are going through. So I pay for everybody on board the taxi and drive them to town. So I'm here.
And we see you coming along with our security.
What do you call security? My security all in the street. I got in taxi from my house. I got in taxi from my house and key. I don't need security to go anywhere.
From the ticket waiting the taxi, what are your plans for the commoners?
Well, I think the commoners will need to improve the living condition.
Can you count on the
Now
shares?
that we are in power. When we were not in power, we saw all the lapses. You know, we saw that the country was not being run the right way. But now we are in power, we close our criminals. You know, I think it's wrong. Our people are suffering too much. Their building is an embarrassment to the people. I think in my mind, the incoming speaker will be able to order this building so we can be exposed to the Liberian people. This building is the Liberian problem. We are the problem of this country because we sit here, we only make budget for ourselves. Everything about this country is about ourselves. You know, there are a lot of criminals in the place. We are all criminals.
Do you think Ole would be the best thing for this?
Yeah, we need to be exposed. Look, when the horse is audited, the Liberian people will not allow us to come here anymore. Because the building, the stealing we have done in the building is more than what the whole country have done.
Today is another election to change the course of representative. Here you are fully attired in your rule of law. So do you think your team will win this election?
Well, I have come here as an individual to come and cash my vote. You want me to?
You're gonna be a sack here on the Korba.
I have come here as an individual. I don't trust other people. I trust myself, and I will make my vote public to the people. My commitment is the rule of law must be respected, and now we know that the rule of law is not being respected by Mr. Wakai. That have always disrespected the law. I have come here to vote for Chairman Belete. My vote is for Musa Hassan Belete. I made that commitment and my commitment stand. I did not sleep with them to the hotel. because I'm an individual that don't believe in you putting me in cage. That means you don't trust me. I slept to my house, left my house, got in taxi to come here. If you think sleeping to the hotel made me not to vote for him, to hell with him. I don't have to give him my vote. I have decided to give it to him. Well, the strength will determine, the strength will determine. Look, their building is a pocket building. You will make commitment. You will make commitment at the end of the day. When somebody pass behind the corner, you will change your mind.
What is that something?
Money. Their building is an embarrassment. We come here today to come vote for people for money. I did not sleep in the hotel. They were paying $250 US for people to sleep in the hotel in one room. Well, our black was sleeping in the our black bossmen who are paying the money with the LeBron for this. Who are paying
The LeBron people want to know.
bossmen to sleep to Farmington and to sleep to
District 4 lawmaker Thomas
of the legislature, so as to resolve this impasse at the legislature.
You posted on the official page of the House of Representatives that today would be an election that is.
That was every.
So follow the news, the information as well.
So that's the way. Who will be elected as a speaker? We are not undertaking anything. It's just formality.
So members of the majority bloc keep saying today is not the election but reaffirmation of the speakership of Representative Richard Nambeko.
So what's the anticipation?
I think we are reaching the point of conclusion right now this morning, and the Liberian people, they won't allow them watching all this morning, and so we have come this morning to tell the Liberian people they won't allow that we are people who believe in civility, who respect the term of democracy, and we are going to have the election today, and we know that will be colorful.
Are you hopeful of winning this? Represent Nima interest. Nima unity. So Nima unity is from Nima. The higher interest of Nima more than the lesser interest.
Don't you think Belete can contribute to the unity of Nima, in uniting Nima?
Yes, he can contribute, but not at this time.
Why? You think it's going to be best?
In the future. What is the future?
All right,
So that's another lawmaker from Nimba County saying that this may not be the right time for Musa Hassan Belete to serve in that position. So they are going on the other side to vote for Richard Nambeko.
Are you voting Richard Nambeko?
You know, we need to stop it. We can't bring up 85-year-old old man that we thought we're going to change the country. He's more reckless than any judge here.
What about
that deception?
The former speaker on school event last evening talking about lawmakers receiving 50,000 and 30,000, including some of his members, that is the minority black members, some of them. Are you aware, and if yes, did you receive some?
Well, we are aware that people are receiving our institution or individual money freedom for development in our district. I wrote lists to do some project, some work.
Get ready to play. It's
time to
that
we're not in the majority black, so we're not get it. I don't care.
Let the fun begin.
My job is not the project.
Is that majority black project? Is that majority black money or is it the national?
But they are using it now to give them money to go and vote for Richard.
Are you being intimidated by that?
I can never. The only person that go. I know what that. The only person that will be a friend is the only person that know that will not die.
Oh no, you get called about cutting his straight short just to come for this kind of activities. And today we are here. Where do you stay?
So if I'm not going to come, you're going to get me money now. You see someone you generally took and be very irresponsible.
You have to take it back.
Okay, I take it back. All right, I take it back. I'll take it. But what going on? I take it back.
You take it back. The matter of fact, you have taken it back.
Yeah, I take it back.
Where do you stay?
You see, if I were going to stay, the interpretation of them are going to be different. They were going to say, oh, if I want for to my house.
Where do you stand?
On what?
For today's election.
Well, I'm voting for Musa.
If Recheku wins the election, will you say all his careful?
Yes, that means he has been done properly by law. That is what we've been talking about. I will respect him and speak up the house because he has been elected.
Will you not be like in the federal folk that you used to? Because Honorable Buffer was the constitutional speaker, but you and he have to used to sometimes have to tussle. Were you not going to?
Don't waste your time. When I put chairmanability there. As speaker, the ball bounce will change.
That's performance. Just for 7 lawmakers here in the Senate. They are still waiting for their arrival of their colleagues. Wherever you are, whatever you are in this life, keep sharing. This is OK TV, OK FM 99.5. Another Nimba lawmaker, Eddie Mercier, just arrived. Another Nimba lawmaker, Nyafumo, is making his way. Nimba 2. They are still arriving. They are still arriving. And where they are standing, we have Sokoto, Starbucks are here, sharing Battlecraft. Another lawmaker, female lawmaker, Johnny Polish here. She's there. The number keeps sweating up, but at this time, I have not done any counting to know the number of blood people that are here presently, but I know.
Yeah, thank you.
Maman,
legislative politics is about numbers.
But if you're willing to work on the ability and you don't win,
work the results of the election.